technically we do continue to celebrate persons who are doing phenomenal things, and this time you can be a part of it as well. Me and Appa is how it comes to me, and I appreciate that tremendously. Joining me is a gentleman who should never be on set without his instruments, Mr. Anthony Woodroffe, the assistant professor for woodwinds, Appa that is, and he's telling us more about the Appa Medal of Excellence Showcase happening on the 30th of September. Welcome back to the Now.
I think it's the 28th.
20,
yeah, so the 28th, which is a Saturday. Yeah.
My correction.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But that's good stuff because it means that we are making sure that the music continues to be at the forefront of everybody's minds. Now, we have spoken about this award before, but for somebody who is wondering what it's all about, tell me more about the Medal of Excellence.
So the Medal of Excellence is a recently instituted award that we've done at the Academy. It's the second year, and what it aims to do is to encourage students that are in year 4, or rather through the life of their program, to have a high GPA and to try to do extracurricular activities where they are showing that they can balance their academic work as well as try and get into the profession and get into the industry early, because there's no wrong time to start doing the thing that you do.
I like that. Yeah. To get into the profession early might be a bit of a daunting challenge.
Yes.
We know that many persons tend to leave altogether.
Yeah.
So was there an actual strategic move to make sure that it is a local and intrinsic thing to perhaps keep us here?
Well, so I think generally having the program at the APA, we tend to focus on our industry. So we're always mindful of what the international requirements are, but we make sure that students are aware of our context. So whether it's through curriculum or even placements or different things that we do, we make sure that they can survive here or abroad if they choose to go and do further studies or, you know, leave.
Support it either way.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Well, speaking of support, last year you would have had an honoree that we got to know, and this year will be the same. Tell me more about Mr. Erwin Roach.
So Mr. Erwin Roach is actually, well, I'd say a former student now because he's set to graduate. So he's a saxophone player, but he, and this is the story that I keep relating. I've been at the Academy for over 10 years now, and Erwin is the first student that on the break, because we have like a 3-month break at the end of the academic year, that would religiously message me, Tony, let me get some sessions. I want to do some stuff and I keep going. So he's consistently worked throughout his time. He's currently a fire officer in the fire services band. He does gigs at Hilton. And
you
know, he's busy. He's doing the work. So he will do like little events and play with tracks, and I even hired him. We had a show earlier this year with Andy Narell where David Rudder did music. Well, Andy arranged music of Stalin for David Rudder to sing, and I hired Erwin as a current student because he is professional and he does the work, you know. So I think for me, he really does represent what it means to be a proactive and diligent student where you're doing your work, but the point of the work is to prepare you for the industry. That's the point of it. So him being in the industry and moving forward while he's there kind of shows that he's trying to implement the things that he's learning.
Absolutely. So in terms of the selection process of the persons who are worthy of this award, yes, that demonstrating that preparedness or that capability of already being in the industry is definitely there. But tell me what else you look at.
Right. So the selection process is actually, so faculty don't get involved in the actual choosing of the winner. We nominate recipients. So I nominated Erwin because I believed he would win. We have industry professionals that form a panel, and they look at your GPA, obviously. They look at, you know, the extracurricular things you do. All of the applicants have to prepare a portfolio, and they have to describe what they would do if they won in terms of the presentation, because the showcase is really a presentation in terms of their work. So for Erwin, it's a performance. For someone who may have kind of gone down the musicology pathway, they would probably present something that they were researching or something that they're interested in, and it would look slightly different. So it's, again, I have nothing to do with who wins.
I love how every year you remove yourself vehemently.
Yeah.
But even though in terms of not being part of the selection process, being one of the lecturers altogether, your input is still going to be there.
So we guide the people that we nominate. We give them recommendations. We help them prepare their content to make sure that they represent themselves in the best way possible.
Right.
And I've had conversations with other nominees, basically telling them, you know what, at the end of the day, whether you win or you don't win, simply going through that process, looking at yourself and looking at the good things that you've done, notating that, putting that down, it's something that's really, really positive and beneficial for you as an artist and as a creative. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Absolutely. So granted that you did not have any part to do with the selection, I'm sure you have a part to play in that actual showcase and the prep. So tell us a little bit as to what we will actually see on stage.
So because Owen won, I've been drafted to kind of plan the event along with Susan Mohib, who people should know as a beautiful East Indian dancer, and she's great. So the idea behind the showcase, obviously, is the presentation that Irwin will do at the end, but then it also gives the faculty in the various studios at the Academy an opportunity to show people who come the work that we do. So it's largely faculty with a couple students here and there, but we get stuff from the theater studio where they will present a scene from a play. We have some dance, we have pan, we have a nice fusion piece with Indian collaboration and jazz. So that should be interesting. And it's just generally a means of presenting as many of the things that we do at the Academy so that the public can learn about us and hopefully continue to support the work that happens.
Now, lending that support means that they can get tickets and they can be a part of the show or enjoy the show as well. Tell us how we can do that.
So tickets are available, obviously, at the door, but you can get them at the Academy, and there are numbers that are on the flyer that I don't know off the top of my head.
They're on the screen, don't worry.
Right. And yeah, the admission price is only $100.
Remarkable for the show that we're getting.
Remarkable for the type of show that we're getting. And you're supporting young creatives.
So that's happening on the 28th of September at the Lord Kitchener Auditorium for the National Academy of the Performing Arts. You, of course, can get those tickets through calling and numbers that will be on your screen, or, you know, just check out everybody at the, head over, right? And we can get those tickets so that we can continue to support these endeavors. And say congratulations in advance to Mr. Aaron Roach on his successes thus far, and perhaps to the next recipient, as this will be an annual showcase we can look forward to.
It's something that I hope effectively changes the culture, because we need to do excellence. In Trinidad and Tobago, we have all the raw materials, and it's just the mindset and the culture, as the previous gentleman who won the award was saying. It really is a cultural thing. We are capable of amazing things.
We are capable of excellence.
Correct.
Thank you so much, Mr. Woodroffe, for joining us this morning to give us the insight. I'm still holding you to never coming on set without the instrument, but we do hope that you guys will continue to join us for excellence right here on the Now Morning Show after these messages.